All right, hello, everybody. Hey, how's everybody doing? Turn that down a bit. There we go. I'm doing very well, Aiken. Doing very well. Goldmash, hello. How are you, my friend? Dr. Dan, hello. How are you? I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're well. Put on there. Good. That's good, my friend. Good. There we go. Make a couple adjustments there. All right. Good. Hopefully you guys are over in England. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. We're having a nice morning over here. Dr. Dan, I'm glad you're doing very well. All right. I see a lot of good people on here already. Brenton's in there. How you doing, Brenton? Hello, indeed, my dude. Hello. I hope you're doing very good today, Brenton. I hope so. I'm pretty good, my friend. I'm pretty good. It's been a pretty good morning so far. All right, you guys, we're gonna get started in just 1 minute here. I don't think we need to. Well, we'll wait for people to come in. Well, actually, we'll be good. You know what? We'll be okay. We'll be okay. You can read the title of the stream here. Just call us in the UK or the United Kingdom. Fair enough. That's fair. I just won't call you the EU. I promise. Okay. All right. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started here for today. Let's do this, okay? Let's go ahead and do this. So turn down the music here. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's get started today. Welcome back to Wednesday. End of the week time today, and more importantly, this is going to be the very final Math 97 class for the 8-week course here for the semester. After today, that's it. We are officially done. And effectively, we were officially done with the bookwork there last time. So all the sections were taken care of, all done and dusted. All the homework has been posted, all the tests are posted. Okay, remember the last day to finish that up is going to be the 18th of next week. So make sure you finish anything and everything by then. You want to be sure that you take care of all that. So grab as many points as you can between here and then. All right. And again, give yourself ample time to finish all that stuff if you haven't been able to catch up. So um, that's very highly suggested. Now, for today here, today we're going to be talking. Today we're going to be covering review here. Um, Basically, this is for you guys to ask me questions about whatever. You can ask me questions about math-related questions. You can ask me questions about non-math related questions. This is basically like your time to basically kind of shoot questions forward and talk about whatever you want to talk about. This is in effect the semester finale, so I always give an open forum here. Um, in some regard, of course, math questions will take priority, but again, um, you guys, You guys have definitely, slugged it through for the whole course of the semester. First of all, I guess one thing I want to say here is I'm really proud of all of you who decided to come out to these live streams every single time. You guys make these live streams so much worth it. At the end of the day, um, my greatest reward is hopefully, just being able to, show you the power of mathematics, and at least hopefully it'll be helpful in your future career in some form or fashion. I'm going to be very happy again if you take this as a nice little knowledge, kind of a feather in your cap or some knowledge here, and apply it to something that will be they'll turn into something even better, even more amazing. Yeah, 1/9 is correct. Multiply straight across 1 times 1 over 3 times 3. Um, so uh, that's I wanted to go ahead and say that here, and you guys give me the energy to keep going. You guys are the ones who make it all worth it at the end. I love doing this job, but there isn't a love here without you guys, and I want to be able to share that with you as well. I hope I've been able to do that here the past 8 weeks with you. Um, and I want to thank you again for not only for just signing up for the course. I mean, I want to thank you that for that as well. It's always a privilege to be able to teach you and not the other way around. Um, uh, yeah, so I wanted to say that before anything else because I just wanted to let you guys know how much I really value you guys. You guys have a lot of value. To me, you have a lot of value. So and I think that if you become very successful later on, then I know I did my job, and that's what I'm hoping for the best is for everyone here involved. So regardless if you're from the UK or from the United States. So I'll open the floor to you guys here. Do you guys have any questions that you would like to ask me? Um, it's fine if you guys want to ask me any questions there, if you feel like it. 100% yes. Honestly, man, I want to thank you so much, Jasmine. That means a lot. It really means a lot. I'm glad I was able to put my best foot forward in order to provide you a good experience. I'm really happy about that. I think there's some student opinionaires floating out there in something like that. Um, that you can go or you can go to you can go to rate my professor. Oh man. Oh man, rate my professor. Oh boy. One of my goals last semester is for people to give me terrible ratings on rate my professor. So that way I have less people in my future classes. Nah, but give your honest review if you like. The feedback's always appreciated. It's always taken into consideration. Um, I always get what I explained the first time. Oh, that's good. I try and keep it as simple as possible, Aiken. Because math is not an easy subject. So, by far and away, maths is never an easy subject. It's a subject that takes time and a lot of mental energy, and sometimes it's very frustrating, without a doubt. But if it starts to click for you, and you start to pick it up a bit, those patterns, those little things, you feel a lot more stronger for it, for sure. Intelligence wise, that is. So, anything else? You guys can say whatever you want. I don't mind what you guys say. It's all good. I like I said, anything you'd like to tell me, anything you'd like to say, anything you'd like to ask, the floor is all yours. So that's what I'm going to spend this time on, is just doing what you'd like me to doing what you'd like me to do here. I was obligated to pretty much do all that material, but you guys certainly deserve a free reign day of pretty much asking me questions. So you've had to put up with my nonsense for 8 straight weeks. So hey, thank you, Jasmine. That's so kind of you. That means a lot, actually. I mean, I may have been doing this for 20 years, but I don't take it for granted. Where am I from? I'm in the Chicagoland area in Illinois in the United States. Aiken. That's where I'm in. That's where I'm from. So if you take a look at Chicago, and I'm around there. I live in the suburbs here in Chicago. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to come on by to Chicagoland, once all this stuff starts to go away, hopefully, then you visited the East Coast. I've been there a few years back. Actually, myself, I got a couple friends out there. You bring gingerbread snow people, and turtles in cookery. You want to know something, Goldmash? You want to know something about cooking, Goldmash? The fact that you made gingerbread, snow people, and turtles in cooking means that you have more talent in cooking than I have had in 41 years worth of cooking. I'm really impressed, Golmash. Really, really impressed. See, this is the best part about teaching, and the one thing I've learned over the years is that just because I happen to be older doesn't necessarily make me better. I'm good at maths, but Golmash is better at cooking than I am. It doesn't matter about the age, it doesn't matter about the gender, it doesn't matter about nothing. You got the ability, trust me. There are people who are far outclass me. Golmash, if you made that stuff there in cookery, I'm impressed. I'm the guy who basically has burned milk. Yeah, I've burned milk. Um, yeah, it wasn't a good time. I almost burned down my kitchen twice. So cooking is not cooking was not ever in the cards for me. I can barely make scrambled eggs. I'm really, really bad at it. So I just don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea why either. I could cook ramen and instant meals. I think everybody can. So back in the day, I used to actually be in good shape, but yeah, that was back in the day. Dr. Dan, Brenton, you guys got anything you'd wish to ask? Anything you guys like to ask? Anything more? You guys can, again, it's pretty chill. SOHCAHTOA, how do I know which goes where? The book explained it well, but I'm still trying to understand it. Okay. No quiero. um, okay, so let me bring up the paint tool here. So one of the things that's actually fairly important here, and also a life lesson sort of thing, I'm going to bring this up here once again. Just here for the ride. Respect, Dr. Dan, respect. Um, one of the things I'll talk about here is that when it comes to anything in life, even with this concept like this, um, if we do SOHCAHTOA, for example, here, is it's all a matter of perspective. So if we want to talk about the key here, when we talk about SOHCAHTOA is basically just to make sure about which angle you use, i.e. check the perspective. Perspective is very important. In my opinion, perspective is very important. And the reason why I feel perspective is important is because you have to look at it from one particular angle or another. Teacher was making Jewish food at the time one time and set the well, at least she could take care of the at least she could take care of the fire emergency there on her own. Pretty sure she didn't mean to set the fire alarm off. That'd be bad. Um, oh, Jewish food does sound really good right now. All right. So basically, what I'm saying here, that Brenton, is that if I looked at angle A, think of it this way. This is the perspective that I'm looking at. I'm looking at this angle right here. So if I want to identify things from the perspective of angle A, right, in order to do SOHCAHTOA, then I would say, okay, I have three sides here. I have the opposite, I have the adjacent, which is the fancy word for next to, and the hypotenuse. Now, one thing you could take to the bank here is the hypotenuse is always in the same place. So you don't have to worry about where hypotenuse goes. Hypotenuse is always set in stone. So that's very nice. The opposite and adjacent, though, you have to be careful about. So we look at the perspective from angle A here. So big angle A. So we take a look at the opposite of big angle A, and that's this side right here. Okay, so again, next to, this part here. So we look at the opposite side here of angle A. Again, here's angle A, that's our perspective. We look at the opposite here, and that's this side right here. So this will be our opposite side here. If, again, adjacent means next to, so what's the side next to angle A from this perspective? Well, that's going to be down here. So this is what it would look like if we look at angle A if it was this perspective right here. Okay, so in mathematics, especially what's true is that perspective matters is a very important thing to keep in mind here, is about perspective. Now, let's see if I can make this a bit bigger in the right direction. Nice. Okay. On the other hand, let's take a look here at another thing. So let's make up another triangle here. This time, though, let's go ahead and, again, we'll make the same triangle. It's a right triangle, same thing. Okay. This time, though, let's look at the perspective of angle B. We'll call this angle big B. Now, as we have here, we still have the same three sides here of opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. And once again, as I mentioned here before, hypotenuse is still in the same place. So again, never changes. But now let's look at the perspective of angle B. If I'm looking from this perspective here of angle B, then I basically am going to go ahead and say, well, what side is opposite of this angle B? Well, the side that's opposite of this angle B is going to be this side down here. This side is what's opposite of angle B, because now I'm looking at it from the angle B's perspective here in this case. And I say, okay, what's the adjacent side? What's the side that's next to angle B? Well, that's this side right here. So this side is the adjacent side here. So if we talk about SOHCAHTOA, okay, like we talked about before here, so if we talk about SOHCAHTOA, then it depends on which perspective that you're looking at here. Either you're looking at this angle, in which case opposite goes here and adjacent goes here, or you're looking at angle B, you're looking at this angle here, and then opposite goes down here and adjacent goes off here to the left. So that hopefully explains the question behind how SOHCAHTOA works. It really is a matter of perspective, and then that will determine what sides are what at the end of the day. Does that make sense there, Brenton? Excellent. All right, very good. Glad I was able to clear that up. Let me ask you guys if you guys got any other questions there. No problem, Brenton. I'm here to help. So I have a final coming up in another class in an hour. Just want to be sure that all the homework and tests are due on the 18th no matter what. Yes, that is correct, Jasmine. Yes, you are correct. And to add proof to that, I'll go ahead and show the My Math Lab page. So that way you can make double extra sure. Okay, so let me bring up my Math Lab for you, and then you can see for yourself. Always show the receipts if you're going to back it up with words. At least when you can. Okay. Go. Okay. So as you can see here, Jasmine, all the homework is open until the 18th here. Okay. And as you see there, everything, including the tests and everything, are also due on the 18th as well. All right. So everything should be open and ready for you to go. Right. So just want to be sure that I'm not going to touch this at all, by the way. That's the last thing I'm going to do here. All right. Trust me. I'm not going to touch this at all. It isn't going to change. All right. I'm going to come back on the 19th there, that Saturday, and I'm going to go ahead and check to see, what you guys got. Because once midnight passes, then I got to put the grades together and everything like that. But I ain't going to touch it until then. So from here on out, for the next 9 days, it's going to be all you guys. So, and getting whatever you need to get done. So, you know me, I ain't gonna rock the boat out of nowhere, okay? Trust me on that. As you know, I would just want to just say, I want to be as transparent as possible, all right? So, so if it helps, this will help you, focus on some other finals until you can come back and finish up the things you want to, okay, Jasmine? So, but make sure you give yourself a ample time of which to finish. So. Oh, that's a wonderful question. Actually, I've archived everything on my YouTube channel. So there's my YouTube channel. If you can't find them on Twitch, I've archived pretty much everything. I'm currently in the process of uploading some of the older videos on there, but all of them from Twitch should be put up there from the past 8 weeks. So those are all for you, and you can go ahead and see anything there from the past 8 weeks, or heck, even from the 16-week class. If you want to see those, that's fine. It's a little messy for the 16-week, admittingly. I had a lot of issues with, as you know, I had a lot of issues with the stream for the bigger part of the semester, but I'm glad that I was able to figure out most of that stuff finally. So. Yeah, for us, the 8 weeks was more condensed. The 16-week, actually, I ran concurrently with the first 8 week course because there was a 8 week class before then. So the first 8 week class, I ran it concurrently with this first 16-week class, and I said, okay, we're gonna we're gonna do what we did. And then the 16-week class, I just retaught chapters 6 to 10. So if you look at the latter half of the lessons, and I know this sounds really confusing, but if you look at the latter half of the lessons after the first 8 weeks, like when our class started, yeah, you're just going to start from chapter 6, and we went a little bit slower in that class, whereas we went a little bit faster in ours because obviously everything was more condensed down. Um, so I know that sounds super confusing, but I pretty much am doing like every section of Mo 97, so it was the only way to balance things out without making it too absolutely too crazy. So, like, I did more examples. I did additional examples in chapter 6 to 10 in those courses because we had already done them once over in the first 8 weeks. So, if you want to see different examples, and I literally did different examples, I actually didn't do any of the same examples that we did before. So, then you can go ahead and reference the 16-week course from the last 8 weeks of the 16-week course. So basically, when we started, all the way up to now. So if you want to see just different examples, you can go ahead and reference those as you please. Yeah, if you need to, absolutely, Jasmine. It's kind of like it was kind of an unintentional consequence, but when I think about it that way, the way you're saying, yeah, that's actually true. It would offer more insight because there are actually additional examples compared to the ones that I gave you here in class. Yeah, absolutely true. But I didn't want to give them the same examples again, otherwise I'd just be repeating the same thing. I find that to be pretty boring. So, and I don't like doing too many boring things. Boring. Nobody likes boring. Boring. Who likes boring? 'Cause I don't. Switch to my main camera here. I don't like boring. I gotta do some things that are a little bit more fun. You ever sit up here, you're like a teaching, and you're like, man, I'm just repeating the same things over and over again. And he's just like, you know what? I just gotta change things up just a smidge. You just like gotta change it up just a little bit. And you change things up just a little bit, and it makes it a lot more fun. You know? That's the one thing I always try and avoid. I always try and avoid doing boring things. As silly as it sounds. Let's see. Let me think about this. I mean, apart from me telling you that the 50 questions were 25 from the first test and 25 from the second test, so if you just practice with the practice test there, or you'll have a pretty good insight about, types of questions you're going to find on the final, just with different numbers and stuff. So, um, yeah, that's about it. There's not much to it outside of that. So that's all I really did is take 25 from the first and 25 from the second. And I was like, okay, that's good. Let's go. That's all I decided to do. I didn't want to do anything more. I was like, this is good. This is good. Yeah, unless you want me to put it in a different light, but I'd rather keep it as straightforward as possible. Straightforward is the way to be. Making things more complicated than they need to be is not really my cup of tea. I think everybody could agree with that. Cool. Thanks, Alex. Certainly will. How you doing today, Alex? I hope you're doing well. Do the good old posture check. Yeah, I'm doing really good, my friend. You doing really good. It's been a very, very good day here so far. Very nice. How many classes do I have left now? Well, wow, let's see. 5, six, uh, yeah, just like 8 classes left. So, yeah, just 8 streams left for math. So, yeah, I'm kind of sad. I'm gonna be kind of sad. It'll be winter break right after that. That's for sure. But you know, I always miss teaching. It it's super fun. I mean, I'm looking forward to a vacation, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know what it is about teaching online. I've done this for about 9 months now, or not 9 months actually. I need to take that back. Maybe about 4.5. No, no, not 4.5. Maybe like 6 months actually, because I didn't work in the summer. Now that I think about it. So, um, 5.5, 6 months. So yeah, but it's been super fun here on Twitch. I'm sure that I don't know what other people think, but Twitch was Twitch Twitch was the platform that I felt was better. Thanks. I'll try not to lose my groove. Although I'm gonna get a dad bod of my dad bod's already in. It's gotta settle. Hey, appreciate you, Jasmine. I appreciate you. I'm glad everybody appreciates the work I put in. I honestly don't put in a lot of work because I don't feel like I'm working at all. So, um, dad bods are awesome. Being 41, let me tell you. Yes, yes. Can you see this amazing upper body strength that does not exist? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just try to be me, and I just want you to be you. I think all of you are wonderful people, regardless of where you're from and regardless of um uh give me a second here. Wow, thanks Alex for the gifted sub. That's really super kind of you. Thank you so much, Alex. You were super awesome. Um we get a little emotional here for a second. Shoot. Shoot, it always sucks when I have to end a class. It's always the toughest part. Um you're a legend, Alex. Thank you. Oh man, sorry. Hang on a second. It's always gonna get to me every semester. Every semester is always, no matter how many classes I teach, it's always gonna get to me. I think back to something a while back, and I mentioned it in a story before, and I guess how would I put this? I guess the one thing I want to say to you is if I were to give any parting words for anyone in this channel at any moment in time, no matter how you feel, no matter what struggles or hardships that you've been through, no matter what has happened up to this point in your life, good or bad, regardless of any of those things, don't forget you have value. Will always have value. And if you feel that no one in the world feels that you don't have any value, let it be said on this stream that I feel that you have value. This class is made so that way you can get even more value. But you had value before you came into this class, and I hope that when you walk out of this class after I'm done streaming here today, that you felt that you gained a lot more value, a little bit or a lot more value. Just know that you have value, you have worth, and there exists somebody who believes in that. So I know things are tough for a lot of people right now, but yeah, I wanted to say that to everybody here because that's genuinely how I feel about all of you. Don't ever forget that. Jasmine, good luck on your next test, okay? I hope you do really, really well this week, okay? You guys are free to contact me, by the way, even if the semester's over. When the semester's over, you have to hashtag it. This is true. This is true. Let's hashtag it. Yeah, there you go. Semester's ending. Let's hashtag that. There you go. Kindness that the kindness that's always shows through. That's what makes it great. Okay, thank you so much, Alex. You know, I'm gonna get there someday. Once this is all over, I'm definitely planning a trip over there to go watch a game. I do have some gear already with a couple of kits. I have the old kit and the new kit. So I just want I have to get the road kit at some point. So um but yeah, yeah, that's definitely in the cards there. I'm hoping right now to give something back to the club. So right now I'm kind of working a little bit a little bit behind the scenes there. And and hoping that that will work out. So I gotta keep working though. That's what I gotta do. Good things coming. Yeah, sometimes it just takes time. Nobody wanted the COVID situation to happen, so we just have to be more patient. I'm willing to wait it out until everybody is nice and healthy and back to being you. Nobody wanted this situation, but remember today is December the 9th actually, and then hopefully we get some good news tomorrow. Maybe Pfizer's vaccine will be approved by the FDA tomorrow, so that's possible big news coming out from the United States. So I know that the UK has already approved the vaccine to be injected, but rest assured that there could be more positive things on the horizon uh, for um, for the gold standard being set. Because if the FDA approves it, then the rest of the world will get also the drugs there, and it'll be coming with just like in any mathematical equation. Again, it comes with solid evidence. So you want the solid evidence to be there. So getting the vaccine, getting the antibodies, being able to fight this, pesky, ridiculous thing. I think we're all going to be better for it. So cross your fingers tomorrow that they come out with an announcement for finalized approval for uh, for the first vaccine, hopefully one of many. So I think wait, how many are there? There's one, two. I know there's three major ones, but there's a fourth, and let's say, yeah, let's all hope so. Exactly, exactly. Let's all hope so. We want to do good things. So want to be able to get back to our lives. And well, if a vaccine is offered, I know that I'll be taking the vaccine. So I know some people are nervous about side effects and whatnot, but I think that there's a lot of good solid data to show. A good solid. I would say this: in mathematics, if you want to prove something is very effective, you have to do a statistical study on it. In order to have an accurate statistical study, you need to have a large enough sample size to show that effectiveness. And that effectiveness was 95% in a statistical study of a sample size of over 10,000 people, which by far and away, with with the amount of types of people that you have, again, different settings, different people, different diseases, different circumstances regarding their health, with a 95% effectiveness across a 10,000 person sample is extremely good. And I mean very, very good. And if you can qualify that up to a point, up to a certainty that it's 95% effective 99.9% of the time, well, then you got yourself a excellent vaccine. So if they've proven it, using probability models and whatnot, and qualifying it, well, and the data suggests that to be so, well, then I think we're going to be in really good shape. So that's kind of like my thinking there behind why I think the vaccine could be effective here. Um, so there's no vaccine that's going to be perfectly 100%, but as close as you can get to 100%, that's really good. Even the influenza shot um, is 50% effective. 50%. So think about it this way: the flu shot is 50% effective, and we've had that for years. There are a couple of years where there are years I didn't get the flu shot because I was scared, right? Because I got the flu shot 2 times in a row, and I got sick really bad for a week each time. But then I started getting the flu shot again, and I didn't get those same effects. And again, maybe that was that strain of flu. Maybe it was like that. Maybe I was fell into the 50% category. But you know what? That's what a vax. That's what it is. So, um, no, you're talking 50% compared to 95%. It's absolutely outstanding. So I'm really crossing my fingers, but the data suggests in very positive ways that this could be it. So the only thing that's going to hold people back is the supply chain, and of course the storage conditions. That's about it. So, all right. Does anyone else have any other Does anybody else have any other questions that they wish to ask me? Anything else anybody wishes to ask? Your Honor. Only Lee Hersit is the Lord Magistrate. uh, I'm just the barrister, remember? Hey, now I'm gonna be on yeah, all right, Lee. Oh man, Lee's such a good guy. He's such a nice guy. And so are you guys. You guys are nice. So, all right. Well, I got 2 more of these streams to do. It's gonna be tough to get through these next 2 streams, I know, but all right. So, for those of you who came out to this stream anyway, um, and for the people in this 8-week O97 class, thank you all again for coming out to these streams here. Again, you guys feel free to contact me, email me, whatever you like. Okay. If you need help with something, if you're in a future math class or something like that, or in your you just need some math help in general, feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to help. Okay. Just because the class is over doesn't mean my help does end with it. Okay. So you guys feel free to contact me about whatever, and I'll I'll certainly answer. Okay. You guys have been very wonderful. You've been great. I'm gonna be back for my next class here in about let's see, at 1 o'clock my time. Number one. Oh man, you're too nice, Aiken. Too nice, my friend. A ruthless player in Among Us, but you're too nice, dude. Uh, yeah, I'll be back at about a little over 2 hours. So I'll be back in about 2 hours or so, doing my next stream. So thanks, guys, and yeah, you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful one. Okay, if you want to come back to the next stream, you can. If you don't, that's perfectly understandable too. You guys are meeting up on Twitch next week. No, this is the last class here, Brenton. So no more live streams on Twitch for this class. It is 10:45, 10:47 technically here right now in the morning. So I'm 6 hours. I'm 6 hours behind UK time. So oh, 10 hours difference for you. Wow. Okay. So you're further along. No problem, Brenton. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for coming out to the classes and asking and questions and getting help. Thank you, Brenton. You've done a really good service for yourself. I'm really happy that you put in the time and the effort, man. So you should definitely pat yourself on the back. Hey, thanks very much. This stream, yeah, I'll be putting up some streams here for sure. I'll be having more streams, I know, but as for this class anyway, that is this one has to be is done. Thank you, Dr. Dan. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you very much for putting up with me for the past 8 weeks. Thank you very much for helping yourself throughout the course of this semester. I'm glad I was able to help you in some regard. I wish you nothing but the best. All right, guys, that'll take care of it for today. I'll be back in a couple hours to do my 101 class. But thank you all again for showing up, and I will see you later. Have yourself a wonderful day. All right, take care of yourself.